Mayim Bialik has shared extremely candid photos from a lengthy hospital stay on Friday. The Jeopardy host, seemingly on an indefinite hiatus, updated fans on her health after an unpleasant, but thankfully routine medical procedure. Mayim, 47, appeared to be away from her game show since it's filming new episodes today and got a routine colonoscopy. The photos were jarring at first glance, but thankfully, it wasn't an emergency. The Big Bang Theory star went makeup-free while wearing a hospital gown, hair cap, and a blood pressure cuff on her arm. She held the camera up in her 2 Instagram snaps as she stared somberly, but flashed a smile in the second one, letting fans know she was A-okay. She also shared a video on silent mode in which she said, "Everything is okay. I'm okay." A colonoscopy is a procedure a doctor uses to look at the inside of the colon with a colonoscope and nearly always requires a patient to be sedated under anesthesia. Let's remove the stigma. Mayim captioned the post, "It's not terribly fun getting older, especially when you have to get a routine colonoscopy and really wish you didn't have to." Well, I'm sharing this because, 1. Let's remove the stigma of routine things that we really should not have problems as a society talking about. Ignoring things doesn't make them go away. Also, let's not be puritanical about colonoscopies. It's a thing. 2. It wasn't bad at all. 3. I have tips to share another time to help you not have it be so bad. 4. Please don't put off taking care of your body. It's connected with your mind and your mental and emotional well-being. Be proactive. GLADALL as well. Fans appreciated Mayim's advice, and we're glad she's putting her health first and talking about less than glamorous topics. At the end of the day, there is nothing more important than your health, one fan wrote. Good proactive advice and glad all is well, wrote another. I am sure this post saved at least one life, wrote a third. Thank you for talking about this, wrote a fourth. The prep is unpleasant, but the nap during the colonoscopy is a 10/10, wrote a fifth. Given Jeopardy taped today according to on-camera audiences, it's safe to say Mayim is not hosting the start of the new season. Mayim to be on Jeopardy soon. Jeopardy is now on summer hiatus and will return with season 40 on September 11. Ken Jennings, 49, will likely be at the host podium for the foreseeable future. In July 2022, Mayim and Ken were named co-hosts of the long-running show, and it was explained that they would split the duties of hosting the syndicated show, tournaments, and specials between them. That plan has changed in light of the WGA strike, which began in early May. Not long after, Mayim bowed out of filming new episodes in solidarity with the writers, as reported by Deadline. At that point, there was only 1 week left of filming season 39, and Ken took over as host for the remaining episodes. Ken received backlash for continuing to work on the show, with some people calling him a scab, a term for someone who crosses a union picket line. Jeopardy employs WGA writers to write the heavenly head-scratching clues that challenge contestants night after night. As season 40 filming began, the legendary champ heavily implied he would be back behind the host podium for fall's new episodes. On August 13, a disgruntled fan called out Ken on X, formerly known as Twitter. They posted, "Ken Jennings, you're a disgrace if you're trying to cross picket lines." Alex Trebek would never do anything of the sort. He would turn over his grave seeing you act like that. The star replied with a screenshot of Sony's recent statement about the upcoming 40th season. Jeopardy has a long history with and tremendous respect for the WGA and our writers. We have always been careful to honor our WGA agreements, and we would never air game material not created by WGA writers. He then highlighted the following section. However, just as we did, led by Alex Trebek, during the 2007 to 2008 strike, we will deliver first-run episodes again this fall. KENAVOIDs passing PROTES. Season 40 of Jeopardy began filming on Tuesday, August 15. That day, Jeopardy writers and former players picketed outside of the show's studio, as confirmed by the WGA. The Writers Guild of America West posted photos of members on strike and tweeted, Writers and past contestants showed up at 6 a.m. this morning to picket at Jeopardy, which began filming today with recycled questions. As the U.S. Sun reported, Ken apparently entered the studio through an entrance that didn't require him to go past the protesters. An anonymous WGA member exclusively shared, "It sounded like most of the writers were there. We didn't get a chance to turn away Ken Jennings because no one saw him drive up. So he either heard there was a picket line and didn't leave home, or he went another route into the production." Furthermore, the U.S. Sun reported that a Reddit user who claimed they were in the studio saw Ken hosting the taping. They noted that the filming wasn't canceled and responded to a fan who asked if Ken was there. "Yes, he was," they wrote. And at the end of the taping, Ken told everyone his son Dylan was in the audience. Big GANGs. In addition to Ken being the only host, some massive changes have been made amid the strike. Executive producer Michael Davies explained on an episode of the official podcast Inside Jeopardy that no new contestants will be on the show during the strike. "I believe, principally, that it would not be fair to have new contestants making their first appearance on the Alex Trebek stage, doing it with non-original material or, as we'll talk about, a combination of non-original material and material that was written pre-strike," Davies said. Because of this, Season 40 will open with a second chance tournament of former Season 37 contestants. Some former contestants have already claimed to have turned down invitations to return in solidarity with the strike. As Davies mentioned, the other big departure from normal gameplay is that the show will use a combination of clues written prior to the strike and recycled clues from past episodes. That the show is working around the strike rather than going on hiatus has viewers furious and announcing that they will boycott watching. Moreover, the game show's reusing questions has concerned fans since contestants can just memorize the online archive of previous material. That said, Mayim will return for Celebrity Jeopardy, which airs in late September with clues written before the strike.